Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be doing a new series called Minigame Marvels. Our first episode is on my favorite game in Animal Jam, which is Roll. And I'm going to be showing the good and bad sides of it and why you should play it. So have a good time. Roll is a game exclusive to Play Wild and uses its gyro abilities and 3D models to simulate a Super Monkey Ball type experience of a game. And it stars this cute little hedgehog in these adventures going around these pipe like things in this machine world. It is so fun because not only is it easy to pick up, like anyone could play role, it is also semi challenging in some areas, especially the last few areas. So today we're going to be talking about what's so great about this game. One great thing about this game is definitely the level setup. Some levels are definitely easier than others, and some definitely took a lot of time to develop. So it is usually really fun to replay these games. Like, I played Roll over and over and over again on many different accounts getting the Sapphires or whatever. It's so fun that, unlike some other games, I really don't care if I'm playing it over again. I just like to. I wish there was more levels though. Only 4 worlds. Maybe there would be a update to the worlds. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that a little later. The main way to control roll, as most people do, is with your finger. You put a little touchpad around and somewhere on the screen. It could be on the bottom, it could be in the middle. I say the middle is the best because it shows exactly where the hedgehog is going. But wherever you move on that touchpad is how the little guy moves. In the bottom, you'll see how it moves with the little yellow paw print. And it's easy to pick up, as I said earlier, and fun. Some levels are definitely greater than others. So now let's talk about the levels. First level I'm gonna have to talk about as my favorite level out of the whole game, which is World 4 Level 1. World 4 1 shows the potential of roll. It's crazy how good it looks in this game. Uh, all these different types of things work because it's basically a three-dimensional platformer, that level. It looks so cool that they could probably make another role game or maybe an additional content to it just because of that level type. It'd be so cool to actually see this as a new type of game. It'd be so cool. If you see what I'm talking about, this level shows all this little platforms with pipes around, and it definitely could be expanded on with smaller platforms, harder to reach spaces, secret areas where you get gems, stuff like that. It would be so fun to see what they would do with this type of level. And another level that I would talk about is 4-2, which shows greediness in its fullest. There are 3 different pathways. One pathway is the small pathway but has a lot of gems. The second is the medium pathway with a medium amount of gems. And the big one has like 1 gem on it. And if you're good enough, like I am trying to right now, you should be able to do the small pathway, or at least almost do it. And it would reward you with gems and a new high score. And we'll talk about high scores a little later because that's a whole different thing. It'd be something fun to do. The next one I'm going to talk about is another level 4 level 4-3. This one shows rough terrain. It shows what the possibility of terrain twisting and turning could look like, because it's a very cool level to do, and the idea of it is pretty smart in general, that I would like to see more of this too. Another cool one is 4-4. I'm basically saying the level 4 levels because they're the most interesting. Level 4-4 shows another pathway type thing where you could either collect all the gems or you could be the fastest you can by going on the outsides, because I think the outsides are the fastest, but because they're thinner, it's harder. And the hardest level, level 4-5, is definitely a doozy. This one, you have to go through one set of moving platforms that move from side to side, a set of stairs that goes up and down multiple times, which you might have to wait for multiple times. And the final thing is another set of moving platforms, which isn't even hard enough. Well, now it is because it's moving platforms and it seems hard. So, definitely worth a last level, but it might be a little too hard. But if you got to level 4-5, you're definitely liking the game, so there's no point of making it an easy level. So it's a good choice, Animal Jam. And next we're going to talk about something that makes roll even harder than it originally was, which is the tilted mode. And with tilting your device, roll becomes super hard. Look how I struggled on the first level. You wouldn't understand yourself, but playing the first level isn't that easy with tilting device. And although it's very hard, it would be definitely an amazing challenge for you to play the tilt version of the game. And if Animal Jam was to release achievements for Play Wild, or for some reason add this game to PC, it'd be super cool to add some achievements like finish the game in tilt mode or whatever it's called, because that would definitely be a feat. I haven't done it, and it's just crazy. I wonder how the last level is. I wouldn't even want to try the last level with the tilt controls, because the last level is frustrating already. I wouldn't want to know what it's like with these tilt controls, because sometimes with the tilt controls, they don't make you gain enough momentum. Like, if you're jumping over a gap, like, I think level 1-3 makes you jump over a gap, you won't be able to gain any momentum, so you won't get over that gap. That's the hardest part. If you're not gaining any momentum like you would with the finger version of the game, you're definitely not going to get over those shortcuts that would make your time better, and you wouldn't be making any progress. But that's the fun part about tilt mode. I mean, why would you not want to test yourself and see how good you can go? So next we're going to be talking about the time trials mode that you can work with yourself, which is super fun. The time trials mode, which isn't really a mode, but what's the point of having time if you're not going to test it, is showing all your possibilities of anything by going as fast as possible with the game, which is always super fun, and definitely I would suggest with doing this fun thing. Once I raced against my friends to see who would get the best time in one of the levels, and you wouldn't believe how fun it would be and how hard it would be to beat your last high score or your friend's high score, because somehow your friend gets 5 seconds on a hard level. I don't know how they did it, but they did. But anyway, it's always so fun to just see how your old self has went. So I would definitely suggest, if you beat Roll already, go back to it and beat your records. See what happens. It's always so fun. I wish they gave out a pet like Puppy's Tail did, though. I would like to have the Roll Hedgehog as my pet. Just wanted to add this as a last note because that would be super fun to see, and it'd be cute as well. Because the more pets, the better. Am I right? Hope you all enjoyed this first edition of Mini Game Marvels. It is definitely a series that I see light on because I love doing the mini games. I'm working on all the achievements on PC, and I would love to hear how you guys like these mini games. So, if you like my content, then why not subscribe? And with that, this is Bradstormer storming out.